Good morning, Luke.
Good morning.
It's really wonderful to come off the street and see those lovely girls exercising out there. And
Yeah, Luke, good stuff there.
give Luke a paper, Bill. Laura has really proven her loyalty to you and to the organization. She's earned our trust.
Yes, sir. That's what I've been telling you. I'm glad you finally agree.
I do, Luke. I do. Now, there are a few things we have to talk about concerning the new opening of the Vegas Club. There are a few questions to be settled.
Yes, but if you could excuse me for a few minutes, I have a big load of liquor coming in. I have to sign for it and check it.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Take all the time you need, my boy. Immediate business first. Bill and I have plenty to talk about, and I may use your phone to make a couple of calls to Vegas, if you don't mind.
No, absolutely. Be my guest. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Hey, you weren't thinking of trusting the Baldwin girl?
Bill, you know me better than that. In our business, we don't trust anybody. Not even members of the family.
So what else?
Oh, yeah, you saw it, huh?
Obviously. So did you. Must be nice for you to know that the man who raped Laura, in the park, of course, is dead.
All right, Barbara, just cool it. We're not alone here, you know.
So she did what you told her to do. Do you and Laura really think she's going to get away with that story? Do you really think that Scotty's going to believe that?
He'll believe it because he wants to believe it.
And what about Smith and Watson?
Smith and Watson think that she has proved her loyalty by not identifying the guy as the one the organization put on her as a tail.
And once again, little Laura Baldwin comes out the heroine, saving Smith and his cohorts from being connected to the organization in Port Charles.
They're not connected to it, Barbara Jean. They are it. And yes, Laura is a heroine. She did save some lives, much as you may hate to admit it. One of them was probably yours.
And what happens if the day comes when she ever decides to tell the truth? What happens if she decides to tell her husband that the man who raped her didn't die in a hit-and-run accident? The man who raped her is you.
Listen, you remember what I told you. I asked Laura to tell the police that was the rapist so she could prove her loyalty to the organization. And it seemed to work because Mr. Smith just told me in the office that that's the way he...
Now, speaking of the devil...
Mr. Moore, am I interrupting?
No, not at all. I'll see you next time, okay?
Thank you, Susan.
My pleasure.
I had some business in Luke's office, and I couldn't resist coming out and saying hello.
I saw you come in.
Well, I didn't know that I was going to meet someone here I knew this morning.
It's a very popular class. Even Tracy Quartermain Williams deigns to show up now and then. I think she's at some sort of a hearing this morning.
Ah, yes. Well, my main concern is you, which you already know. You look even lovelier in the morning. Do you know that?
It's very kind of you to say so.
Well, I never flatter a woman. Flattery is boring. But I had to come and say hello and tell you how very much I was looking forward to being with you this evening. I have planned a very special evening.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm looking forward to it, too. You are the one man who really knows how to treat a lady.
Frank, Vegas is on the line.
Thank you, Bill. Au revoir.
Ah, au revoir.
Canada would be nice.
Morning, Bobby.
That's all right, Bill. You can call my sister Miss Spencer.
I think I liked you better in your exercise outfit.
I'll see you later, Luke.
Yeah.
Have to go to work.
I don't blame you. Never learn, do you, Watson?
I never forget anything, Luke. You remember that.
Hi, Luke.
Well, hi, Laura. Glad to see you.
Thanks.
I was kind of hoping you'd be in Richard's class today, but actually I didn't really expect you to be.
No. I cut my classes today. You know, the headlines.
I'm sorry about that.
Publicity didn't bother me that much this time. I just didn't feel like being seen, that's all.
How are you feeling?
I don't know. I really don't know. I was going to just stay home today, but then I realized that I had to talk about yesterday to you.
Good. I wanted to thank you for calling me, you know, when you got home after you identified the body.
The police called him Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny, right. Well, it took courage, Laura. Lying to the police and to your husband, telling him that the dead man was the one who raped you.
You think it was brave?
Very brave.
I wonder if it wasn't very foolish.
No, you had to do it.
But now I am committed to that lie forever, Luke. I can never tell Scotty the whole truth about the rape. I have to live that lie forever, the lie that all my worries and my problems about the rape are over. How can I do that?
I don't know, maybe it will be easier as time passes.
And what if it gets more difficult as time passes? I mean, can I go on endlessly pretending that everything is perfect? I mean, no fear, nothing. That the night of the rape is just a closed book and all the memory of it is just erased and it's forgotten.
I hope you can.
Tell me how, Luke. How? Because if I can't, that means that Scotty and I can never again live as man and wife the way we used to, because there is always going to be a lie between us. A lie, Luke, that only you and I know about. What are we going to do now?
We go on.
How?
We just do it, that's all.
I can't, Luke.
You have to, Laura.
Who's that?
Smith, Watson's here, too.
You didn't tell me that...
Over here, sir.
Good news, Luke.
Yes?
Laura, what a pleasure to see you. How are you this morning?
I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Smith.
That's good. I have great pleasure in announcing to both of you that we can go ahead with our final preparations for opening the new club in Vegas.
Oh, sir, that's wonderful.
The construction workers' strike is over out there, and we can go ahead full steam. We have to set the opening date at once and plan for our big trip out west. I hope that this trip for you and your husband will be everything that you could wish for a second honeymoon.
Thank you, Mr. Smith. Scotty and I really appreciate it.
My dear, are you all right? You look pale.
No, I'm fine, really. I guess, maybe I didn't get enough sleep last night.
There's nothing I can do for you?
No, thank you.
Well, Bill and I will be off. I'll talk to you quite soon, Luke.
Thank you, sir. I'm very pleased. Bye.
You're very pleased? Is that your secret to going on, Luke, to be very pleased?
Look, Laura, listen.
How can you live with it? Mr. Smith and Watson ordered that man killed, didn't they?
Now, just a minute. We don't know how that accident happened.
Was it an accident?
I said we don't know how that accident happened. Now, let's just leave it that way, Laura, and be glad that it wasn't you or Scotty or any other member of your family.
Hi, Ruby. Hi, nice to be back to the winter.
Oh, boy, did I miss you.
Come here, darling. How you doing?
Terrific. Hey, you look different. Did you get a tan in Vegas?
Oh, no. I was just standing outside watching the construction of the new club.
Oh, boy, it sounds so exciting.
Yeah.
Look, we can talk about it in the car going over. Why don't I go get ready, and then we can all go?
Sounds good.
Okay, see you in a minute.
Okay.
Sounds like you had a pretty terrific trip.
Yeah, it was hard work, but well, you see that town, Barbara, you are going to love it.
Is everything on schedule?
Yeah, the construction is going on. We should be able to open in a couple of weeks.
And then we're all going to be winging our way out west.
That's right. To sunshine, gambling, champagne, showgirls.
You know, Luke, hey, I'm sort of looking forward to this, even though Mr. Smith is paying for it.
Yeah, well, you might as well just relax and enjoy it, because we have to do it.
I'm still not really sure why he invited me along, unless he's just trying to ease his conscience because of Roy's death.
Maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's his way of saying, I'm sorry.
A Las Vegas trip is hardly a substitute for human life.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something, Barbara. In time, Smith and all his group are going to pay for Roy's death. I'm going to see to it.
Promise?
I promise. Isn't irony funny? Here we are, we're getting ready to go to a christening of a baby whose uncle I was ordered to kill a few months ago. Damn, doesn't life take a bunch of crazy turns?
Sure does, in just a few short months.
That's right. And I still have a score to settle with Williams about Roy's death. He's one of those people in that group I was talking about. I'm going to get him for it, I swear.